So, have you ever stopped to think, what's a university degree actually for? I mean, is it all about expanding your mind, or is it really about landing a job? Well, today, we're going to dig into a single document that holds some pretty fascinating clues to that very question. Let's deconstruct it.
At first glance, this might look like just another piece of academic paperwork. It's the undergraduate English syllabus from Bengaluru University. But I want you to think of it as something more, like a blueprint, an artifact that tells a story about what it even means to be an educated person in the world today. And we're going to break it down piece by piece.
All right, so what secrets can a document like this actually tell us? Let's start with the basics, what the university says it's trying to do.
You see, every course has a mission. And this one, well, it reveals this really delicate balancing act between the classic goals of a humanities degree and the very real demands of the modern job market.
This is the big question, isn't it? It's what educators everywhere are grappling with. Is the goal to create deep thinkers and culturally aware citizens? Or is it to pump out graduates with practical skills who can jump right into the economy? This syllabus is Bengaluru University's answer to that very problem.
So here's where it gets really interesting. You've got the classic goals right up top. Communication, critical thinking, social awareness. Makes sense. But then there's that fourth one, just sitting there in bold. Enable employability. That one phrase right there, that's the key that unlocks this entire curriculum, as you're about to see.
Okay, so how does the university actually go about building these skills? Let's take a look at what students are reading in the first few semesters, where the focus is all about creating those critically aware students.
So let me tell you, this is not your grandfather's English degree. On one side, sure, you've got the heavy hitters of the Western literary world, Wordsworth, Orwell, Joyce. But look at the other side. You have this powerful lineup of modern Indian thinkers and writers, voices that speak directly to the social and political realities of India today.
And this quote just perfectly captures the kind of themes students are wrestling with. This is from an analysis of a short story, and it's this powerful critique of social inequality and the empty promises of progress. This is literature as a form of social commentary. So you can see the curriculum is intentionally putting students face to face with some pretty challenging contemporary issues. Through writers like B.R. Ambedkar on caste or the environmentalist Vandana Shiva, the syllabus is trying to build that social and cultural awareness we saw in the mission statement. But believe me, the story does not end there. Right when you think you've got this degree figured out, the whole thing takes this dramatic turn. That fourth objective, employability, yeah, that suddenly moves from the back of the room right up to center stage.
And it's a complete pivot in focus. It's almost like the first two semesters are designed to build a foundation in critical thinking, and the next two are all about building a portfolio of marketable skills.
I mean, just look at this. The study of classic literature makes way for intensely practical, professional writing. Students aren't just analyzing short stories anymore. Nope, they're learning how to write letters of complaint, how to craft travel articles, and even how to create content for Instagram and Quora in a university English class.
And the skills get even more specific and, frankly, super modern. I mean, forget about writing a traditional term paper. Students are being taught the Pecha presentation format, this fast-paced, dynamic style of speaking pulled straight out of the tech and corporate worlds. And then there's this, copywriting. The art of writing to persuade, usually for advertising. This isn't just about expressing your ideas anymore. This is about writing to sell. So the big takeaway here is that this degree is designed to produce not just critics, but creators of commercial content.
So what is driving all of this? Why would you blend critical theory with what is essentially corporate training? Well, the answer isn't in the syllabus itself, but in a huge shift in national education policy.
You see, this isn't happening in a vacuum. This syllabus is a direct result of India's National Education Policy, or NEP, and that policy puts a huge emphasis on moving towards a more skill-based system to make graduates more competitive, not just at home, but on a global scale.
And so this brings us to the final product, the ideal 21st century graduate, at least as this syllabus sees it. This is someone who can analyze a complex post-colonial text in the morning and then turn around and write a killer marketing blog post in the afternoon. They are both critically aware and immediately employable.
And this brings us right back to our big question. This syllabus is a fascinating, really pragmatic answer to the challenge of making a humanities degree relevant in the 21st century. It's an ambitious hybrid for sure, but it does leave us with one final thought to chew on.
As we re-engineer education to meet the demands of the marketplace, what new possibilities are we gaining? And is there anything valuable from the old way of doing things that we risk leaving behind?